Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create your ePortfolio for our end of the year project. So the first thing you're going to do when you log into Google is go to Google Sites, and we are going to start with a blank Google site. And as always, I'm sure you can guess the very first thing we're going to do is name our file. So I would name it your name, oops, comma, ePortfolio. All right. So now before we get started on the portfolio at all, I want to talk about staying organized. So over here in my drive, I've created a folder that's called artifacts, and I pulled in some, but not all, of the artifacts that you would use for this assignment. This may seem like an extra step to you on the front end, but I promise you doing this will save you time in a little bit, and you'll see why. The other thing that you're going to have to do is make sure that you go through all of these projects and change the share settings to anyone at CAC if it's not there already. If it's not, just click change and then you can decide who can see your projects. It's got to be at least on CAC or anyone with the link, but don't put it on restricted because then I won't be able to grade it. So all of your artifacts, whether it's in Google or any other program, have to be viewable. So get yourself organized by putting everything in one file first. And then we're going to come back to your website and start with the home page. So your home page will be titled, again, your name, and you can kind of change this and make it look however you want. You can change the size, center it, just make it look good, make everything look nice and neat. Okay, so once you have that looking the way that you want to, on your homepage, you're going to have three things: your picture, your video resume, and your biography. So I am going to double click right here, and from my drive, I'm going to find that folder that says that I called artifacts. Where is it? Okay, so now you can see everything is in my folder ready to go. There's my picture that I've already got ready to go and made shareable. Bam, that's that. I've got to have a bio. So I probably need to show you this a little more clear. When I double click on this white space, this wheel is going to pop up and I have a few options. Have embed, which we will use. You can click here to get stuff from your drive. You can upload from your Chromebook. And then this is images that you could search from the web or from your drive as well. In the middle of that wheel, though, is a text icon. And so that pops up a text box. And I already have my bio pasted to my clipboard just to save us some time today. But you would need to type out your biography right there, just a short paragraph or so. The last thing that we're going to put on this homepage is your video resume. Now, mine's on YouTube and yours is not. Yours is in Google Drive. So, what you're going to do is double click and then click on From Drive, and then you'll find it in Google Drive. And if you have it in that artifact folder already, it should be really easy to insert into your webpage. So, once you get that done, now we are ready to move on to adding pages. So, you'll click the pages tab at the top and then this plus sign. The second page that you're going to make is a Google page. Um, on your Google page, you have several things. I'm not going to insert everything for you. I'm just going to demonstrate on a couple artifacts. So the first thing I'm going to do is double click down here again, and I'm going to add text. The first thing that I'm going to do is my virtual locker, which we made in Google Slides. So I'm going to make my header for that, and I'm going to change. You can use any of these text sizes that are kind of predetermined for you right here. I'm going to use the one that actually says heading because I think that looks nice, and I'm going to change the background so that it stands out. I'm going to double click down here in the white space again and open from my drive because I have that already saved in that folder. And there it is. All right, and I know it's already shareable because I went through and made everything shareable. And then I'm going to add another text box that says something like, um, we Since we didn't have lockers this year, we created um, digital lockers to tell others about ourselves. Once you have a little blurb, a little sentence that just kind of explains the project, and you have a header for it, and you know it's viewable to everyone, then you should be good. The second thing that I wanted to show you under the Google tab is you're going to have two projects that you did in Google Sheets. So if I click text and I'm going to write Google Sheets for a header, make it blue. Okay. You've got two projects that are both in my drive. One is pixel art. Should just leave this open next time. There's my cute pixel art. And I'm also going to insert, oh yeah, the probability project that we did. So all of your other headers will just have one artifact that goes with them. This header, Google Sheets, will be the only one that has these two, okay? Then we're going to create, after we get all of our Google artifacts inserted into the web page, we're going to create a new page that is for our Microsoft projects. And this is a little bit different. I know this will be shocking to you, but since Google Sites is by Google, they're not allowing you to embed Microsoft documents or Microsoft files into your Google Sites. I know it's a bummer. So instead, we're just going to proceed by creating our header like normal. I'm going to do this one Microsoft Word. I'm just going to show you the one example, but you would have an artifact from Word, Excel, and PowerPoint in yours. So when I go to office.com and I log in with my school account, it'll take me to my sort of dashboard. And when I come down here and I hover over the file that I want to get, you're going to see this little arrow pop up. When I click that, you want to make it, it says it said anyone with the link can edit. We do not want anyone with the link can edit. So I'm going to turn off allow editing. And I'm also going to block download. That would be a good idea too. Click apply. So once you click apply, you'll be able to copy the link. So now you have that copied on your clipboard and you can come back here. And I want some type of a text that says, this would be your description that says something like, we formatted a document in Microsoft Word. Then I'm going to say, click this link to view it or see it. Okay, so now to actually link that to your assignment, I'm going to select just this part that says click this link to see it and then come up to the insert link icon. We've done this before. I'm going to paste it and apply. All right, so it's not really fun because you can't see it in your site, but it's fine. And at this point, then I would create a new header that was Microsoft Excel. And then I'm going to have another sentence basically like this that says what we did in Excel and then also one for PowerPoint. Then our last page that we have is going to be for other applications, programs, either one you want to write. You can put this all on one line if you want to do that. So we've got four things to put on this page: your Piktochart, Prezi, your HTML that you coded, and your machine learning journal. So the first thing is Piktochart. So when I go to piktochart.com and log in with my school account, if I click these three dots right here, I can see the option for share. And I want to make sure that anyone can see it. It's viewable. And I'm going to click copy. So now that's on my clipboard, and I'm going to go back to my web page, double click, and I'm going to add some text because I don't want to just paste that URL. I want to type something about my Piktochart. What did we do for this? Oh yeah, it was the social dilemma. Okay. Now, once we have our description, Okay, yeah, so here, sorry, but I'm getting confusing now. Here, at this point, when you're ready to insert the link, you'll double click, and now we want to embed, is what we want to choose. And we're going to embed by URL. So I'm going to paste that link here and watch this magic. There it is. So there you go. And I also need to make a header for this. That popped up down at the bottom. There we go. Piktochart. Oops. Delete that. I'm going to make my header separate from the rest of that box so that I can change the color. Okay, and I want to move it up above this, obviously. So I'm going to grab these little dots over here on the side and hold it down while I scroll up and then drop that right above it. Okay, so I have Piktochart, and now I want to do my Prezi. So let's get ready for that. To get the link for my Prezi, I'm going to log into Prezi, and from the dashboard, you'll see these three dots right here. I'm going to click those three dots, and you should see something that says Share View Link. That would be to share the link to be able to view it, not to edit it, but to view it. So I'm going to triple click that and copy it to my clipboard. Come back here and give my little description. We created a call to arms, blah, blah, blah. You can write some more. And then beneath that, I double click. I'm going to embed again. I'm going to paste the URL. And there that is. Then I'm going to create my third header, which is going to be HTML. This is where it kind of gets fun because we're going to actually embed the code. So you will open up your Caret extension, find your project, open your project, select it all, and copy it to your clipboard. Then go back to your page. This time we'll double click to embed, but instead of pasting by URL, we're going to embed code. And we are going to paste your code right here. So this is everything that you typed up on that Caret extension, and click next. And when you do, you should see your website. So pretty cool on that. And you can resize it if you have a really large picture on your website like I do. And finally, the last component of this page is the machine learning. And we're simply going to insert your machine learning journal right here from your Google Drive. Okay, and so I'm not going to do that because I know that you know how to do that. So now we have all of our pages done. We just have two more things to do. I'm going to go back to the home page, although you can do this from any page. And at the bottom, I'm going to click Add Footer. Down here for the footer, I want you to do something that says email me or contact me, anything like that. Type that out and then select it and click Insert Link. Now, this time, instead of pasting a URL, I want you to actually type your school email address and click Apply. When you do that, it recognizes that it's still a link to an email, and it'll create a live link there for you. And you can resize it if you want it to be larger. Again, you can choose different colors down here if you want it to stand out in some way. When you go to do your different pages now, what you're going to see is that that footer, if you've done it correctly, it's going to automatically be at the bottom of every page. So that's pretty cool. And then the last thing that you need to do is come over here to the Themes tab and choose what theme. You have to change your presentation from the default somehow. This is only worth 1 point though, so I wouldn't spend a lot of time on it, and I'd probably even just save it to the end to make sure that you have spent time getting all your artifacts in, because that's what's worth the most points. To submit it, we are not clicking publish. Do not click this publish button at any point. If you want to see what it would look like as a real website, you can click preview up here, and it's going to take you and show you what your website will look like in preview mode. So this would be large screen, like a desktop computer. here's what a tablet would look like, and here would be what it would look like if someone looked at it from your phone. So that's pretty cool. And you can just X out of that preview when you're ready, but you're not going to publish it. Instead, when you're ready to submit this assignment, you'll simply go back to Google Classroom and open up the assignment post like you would normally go to attach any of your work from your drive and attach it from your drive. So let me know if y'all have any questions, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see your projects. Bye.